What's up, Blazionaires and Blazionettes? I'm about to review this episode of The Walking Dead. So, if you have not watched it, there's gonna be spoilers. So, just so you know, spoiler warning. Now, so I gotta say, prior to this episode airing, I was prepared for it to be underwhelming and not to be all that impact, like that impactful and not that as great as how the other previous episodes have been. So I just had the feeling that seeing Tara and Heath. I mean, as great as it was to see them finally, for the first time this season. Still, the situation that they were in was just not that great. But however, it's given this episode has given me some potentials to look forward to. For later on this season. Like, for one, with the group that Tara comes across, it's all women. There's like no boys, no men in there. I mean, and that's insane, and that's totally different than what anything we've ever seen in the Walking Dead universe. Where it's just all one, where it's just one gender. You know what I mean? But and also I'm glad that this group is not. They're not new threats that Tara comes across along the way, like on the way back to Alexandria or something like that. I mean, I'm glad that it was not like that. They made it seem like that in the trailer, so I'm glad that was not the case. These are just people who are trying to protect their own and trying to survive, and but I can understand why they shot at Tara like that. With just you see someone, some stranger snooping around near their camp, and you're like, you don't know who it is. It could be a savior, it could be a new recruit of the saviors and whatnot. Which brings me to the next one. What I really liked about this episode is that these women, they're hiding from the saviors, and the saviors were coming. They were under their thumb for a while. I guess for a little bit until they said, you know what, fuck this, we're getting out of here, we're getting away from here. They're hiding from the saviors, and they killed all the men and all the boys in their group. That is intense. And even though, but at the same time, I think Cindy did save her, and she left her fish to eat. and I think something to protect herself with against against the walkers. But I gotta say though, I get it. That is their resort. That's their access to food, whatever. But if I can avoid eating something that has a face where where eating something where it's looking at me, I'm gonna do that, because the only things that I can eat that can stare at me really is like Sour Patches, gummy bears, and Eaton Park cookies, stuff like that. But just fish, no, I can't do it. I mean, it's gotta be fresh cooked fish, where it looks like Long John Silver's type shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, I mean, yeah. And also, when this group, when Tara comes clean, she lied, about who she was for a second, and I'm glad she came clean right away, and told them that they're from a community, and she told them about how they had to take out a group, it had to happen because they did it to survive. And even though they had a pretty good idea that it was the saviors, or they know it was the saviors, their leader was willing to give Alexandria a chance. And yet Tara, she just it's like, what the fuck, Tara? I mean, and she proceeds to get away from them and attack one of them, I guess, out of self-defense. But but she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that. I mean, you understand where they were coming from. Why would you do that? Oh man, but and like right after she proceeds to fight with Beatrice again. I mean, and then Beatrice tells her, even though she could have killed Tara in cold blood right then and there after trying after that attempt to get away from them. She tells them that that they're hiding from the saviors and etc. And she said you cannot tell them who you just cannot tell people about their camp and whatnot. Even Cindy told her that too. She made her promise like her dad. And but my prediction is that we're gonna see. Well, obviously we're gonna see these women again, and this is gonna be twice the manpower that Rick had in the comic book. Like around this time where he's ready to face off with Negan, where he just had the Hilltop and the Kingdom. Now it's gonna be the Hilltop, the Kingdom, and this group. That is like twice the manpower as he had in the comic, just like I said. And like when Rick, like I'm gonna say it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when Rick finds out about this group and the Kingdom, then boom, that will get his motivation back up in the high gear to fight Negan. But I'm glad that like it ends where Tara finally finds out that Denise is dead and finds out what happened since she left. I'm glad that it did not end like where she's on the road. She did not get back home yet. I'm glad it ended where she's there. But it was really heartbreaking that she was so she was grinning when she saw the little nurse bobblehead and made her think of Denise. And she has these little kids sunglasses on. She's all walking up to the gates like all smiling and happy. And then we see Eugene all depressed and he's about to tell her what happened. And oh man, that was heartbreaking. And when Rosita is proceeding to it's like, did you see anything? Like, I mean, anything. I would give anything. I mean, like, I'll take anything. What did you see? And she kept her promise that, she lied to Rosita about those other people. She kept her promise, which I understand, but that's not going to last long. How is that going to, I mean, like, is she going to keep that promise all the way through, or are they going to find her along the way? I don't know. I mean, is other people in the group going to find them? But I think the only person I was worried about in this episode was Heath, because he was separated from Tara. We don't know what happened to him, and we still don't know what happened to him. For a split second we thought he died. We thought he was a walker, and then it turns out that was not him. And then we see his glasses on the ground, and we see fresh tracks from like a vehicle, like a Jeep or whatever. And we're thinking that, either Heath made it out of there, he got away by himself, or someone took him. I'm calling it that the Saviors took him. And like, I can't see Heath, leaving his glasses there purposely and just driving off. I can't see it. I just can't see that. I mean, that's possible, but I think he was taken by the Saviors. But anyway, this episode wasn't that great, but it gave me stuff to look forward to, some potentials to look forward to the rest of the season. So, with that all being said, this gets 3 chair spins out of 5. 1, 2, 3 chair spins. You see how much effort I lacked there in those chair spins? I mean, I can't say I hate the episode. I can't say I was angry about it. I was prepared for it to be underwhelming. It wasn't necessarily fillered. I mean, it gave me stuff to look forward to, but it was just not that great. I didn't expect it to be great. I mean, it is what it is. I was prepared for it. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens from here on out. I can't wait to see this group come into the fold with this all-out war story arc. It's going to be great. But, yeah. It's crazy. Like what group did the Saviors not come across? Like, come on. But anyway, yeah. What do you think happened to Heath? Do you think he took off on his own, or do you think he was taken by the Saviors? And if you guys enjoyed my review on this episode, make sure you thumb up the video and make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching. And man, we were on 2 episodes left for this year. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, you know what? It's crazy how we have not seen Ezekiel in the kingdom yet. We only seen him in that 1 episode. We have not seen him yet, and I know we're gonna see him at least one more time before this first half is gonna be over. But come on, we could have at least put him in like 1 more or 2 more episodes before this first half was over. But I'm sure we're gonna see a whole lot more of them like in the second half. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.